No one taught us that, right?
That, bro.
They don't teach that in school. That's that
much. I didn't learn that in school.
Right? Yeah, man. So
I didn't even learn how to build my credit, bro.
Right?
I tried to buy my first house. What's credit?
When did you guys start Rise AV?
We started 2 years ago.
Damn. 2 years, 90 agents. How did that happen? How? Welcome to Money Talks with Q Mortgage. I'm your host, and in today's episode, we have Arvin Garcia, president of Rise AV. He's a realtor, runs a team of 90 agents, a real estate investor, and most importantly, a husband and girl dad. Enjoy. Arvin, thank you for joining.
My guy, let's go, man.
Yeah, man, let's get right to it. What got you into real estate, and did you know from the beginning that you were going to be the best of the best?
Hell no, right? What got me into real estate was back in 2009, my mom had foreclosed on her house, and I felt like kind of powerless. I didn't know what was going on. I just knew that we had to move out from one house and then go into a rental. Man. And at that time, she also rented out the other house that we grew up in. So I think that kind of inspired me.
You said it was 2008,
2009.
Okay, so yeah, when the whole thing happened.
Yeah.
Man.
So I think, coming from that, it wasn't a really good experience. And I'm like, dude, if there's any way that I could contribute to the real estate world when I'm old enough, that's what I'll do. And then my life led me to becoming a nurse and all kinds of other stuff before becoming a real estate agent. But now that I'm here, my sole purpose is just to help.
Nice.
And then to build a powerhouse. I can't take all the credit. Obviously, I got a business partner, Eric. But no, I didn't think that we were going to build like a big mega team.
Was that always your goal, though? Like when you got into real estate, that you wanted to have a team? Or was it more just like as you get in the business, things start opening doors? But did you always want to have a team?
Yeah, so, very early on, I knew that I had a passion for teaching.
Okay, because it does take us, it's no joke, especially, having, 90 agents, I believe, right?
90 agents.
It's no joke. So,
So I had a passion for teaching, and I knew that it's something that I wanted to do. Once I learned the ropes, I wanted to give back and try to teach other people how to do it.
Nice.
And so that's kind of what I started doing, and then people started coming, bro. And then I guess whatever I was teaching was working because, we have multiple agents on our team that make multiple six figures, and they started as brand new agents. So
wow. Okay.
Yeah,
because that leads to my next question, which I think kind of, because you've closed over 300 deals on, personal deals, your own transactions, and then having a team. Was that kind of when you saw that you had a thing for teaching? Is that what you kind of got you to want to have the team and all that? Was that kind of the moment that you're like, okay, I got something, special?
I think bro, because sometimes it gets redundant. Real estate is like one of those businesses where it's like, we enjoy doing what we do, but it's like, okay, but how are we helping? How are we adding to the community? How are we giving back? 300
is great, but you help 90 agents that each agent's helping 10, 20.
Right.
Now we're talking about 900, 1,000, 2,000.
Correct.
So, okay.
But then also you're changing those people's lives too.
Yeah.
Truthfully, man, somebody took a risk on me. I learned the game. And then, I also wanted to teach somebody else how to change their lives.
Nice.
It didn't all look like this, bro.
Of course. And I think that's kind of what also gets me motivated too, because the money and all that is cool, right?
Yeah,
but it gets boring after a while. There's not a certain. Obviously I'm far from it, but it's still I've noticed that the money, it doesn't satisfy.
No.
So I think definitely helping others, building just the culture and just knowing you're helping others. That's the best feeling in the world.
So this podcast is called Money Talks. So I love that name, by the way. But I always tell people that money, it doesn't, obviously money buys happiness. It really doesn't. But money does buy convenience.
Of course.
And what I mean by that is convenience, now you're not driving a Honda Civic. Now you're driving, a Mercedes or whatever you're driving, whatever realtors drive.
Yeah.
A Tesla Model 3 now, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Or it's you don't have to live in an apartment. You
could live in a certain neighborhood.
Correct.
You can get closer to
Correct.
it. Yeah.
Exactly. And so money doesn't money doesn't change people. It only enhances the person that you already were, right?
100%.
And so I was a big giver, and now I'm even more of a big giver, right?
Yeah.
So the checks just got bigger, right?
Yeah.
And the checks that I'm writing out got bigger,
Of course,
right?
yeah.
I'm sponsoring events. I'm tithing in church. Like I'm doing a lot of those things. But yeah, money doesn't change you. It enhances who you are.
Yeah.
And it's a huge convenience. It allows you to live a lifestyle of comfortability, and
Sure.
but it doesn't change. It doesn't buy happiness. Trust me. There's days where I'm like, I'm not happy.
Yeah.
I'm not.
And you're like, why? 10, 20 years ago, I was thinking like I wanted
I was
to.
broke, man.
Yeah.
Like I'm not happy. You know. So
Prayed for this moment, and now
Exactly.
that you were able to get that car, whatever it is,
right.
yeah.
You're like, it's not. It doesn't smell new no more.
Yeah.
Like.
So I think that's where it comes down to actually helping people, changing people's lives.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's what gets me
awesome.
up every morning.
There you
Is
go.
just being able to help.
Nice. And
so-
then, what's your day to day like? You know, I know you have a powerhouse. You know, so I bet you wake up at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
You do 5 miles.
Oh, bro, yeah, go hard, bro.
Yeah.
You know, no. Truthfully, and it goes back to like the money aspect. Like you can live, you know, when you're wealthy is like living life by design.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have to wake up at 4. I do because I have to make a bottle for my 2-year-old, right? But that's my day-to-day routine. I wake up, make a bottle at 4. So I guess I am waking up at 4.
Different reason, but yeah,
Right,
there you go.
but then I put her back to sleep, and then I go back to sleep. No, but truthfully, I'm usually out of the house by like 8:30. I get to the office, and then by 1, 2 o'clock, I'm kind of working on from like 8:30 to like 1, 2 is other people's businesses. So I'm helping my team solve issues. I'm training. So my rhythms is really from 8 to 1 or 2. It's all team focus.
Okay.
And then from there, it's all my stuff as far as my personal production.
Nice.
But it's really team focused. I'm really trying to build a team. I care about their production. I care about their image. So
There you go. So most of your focus is on like production, the team.
yeah.
Nice.
That's what I care about. So.
Eric is calling. He knows we have a podcast, so
I know.
he's like,
Let's get him on FaceTime.
Let's get
Let's get on
Oh
FaceTime.
man, that's hilarious. And then, so what keeps you hungry? Because I mean, everybody has different, but someone can say you already made it, right? You have 90, agents. Your production is great. So what keeps you hungry for wanting more?
I think what keeps me hungry for wanting more, obviously, is my kids, my wife. I care about their life and what that life is going to look like, because honestly, my parents are first generation. They inherited, whatever bad habits that they inherited, but they tried their best, right? So our parents, they leave us with their ceiling.
Yeah.
And I want to push that ceiling further so then my kids could take that ceiling and go higher. But it was, truthfully, bro, it was always get one rental for each kid and then get one big house for each kid.
Oh, there you go.
And then I did that, and I was like, all right, now get 2 rentals. Get 2 rentals for each kid. And then I did that, and I'm like, then what is the goal? And I think now more than ever, it's just leaving people better than when you found them.
There you go.
And I think the business allows me to do that. I feel like I'm in alignment with where God wants me to be. Right. And I really care about the legacy that I'm leaving behind for my kids. But I know me and you talk about it a lot. I think about this a lot. It's always a mind trick because
balance.
It's a balance, and I don't know if I'll ever find it.
Yeah.
Because
that's the biggest head scratcher for sure.
Yeah, because it's tough. Recently my dad had a major heart attack, right? And so he had to get open heart surgery. It was a big thing, and I didn't know if my dad was going to make it, right? And so in that moment, I was like, damn, what do I care about? Like, I wasn't thinking about my dad's going to leave me behind a house. He's going to leave me behind.
Right, yeah.
What I was thinking is like all the memories that I had with my dad.
Yeah.
How he was at every basketball game. You know what I'm saying?
Not once was it the financial stuff.
It was never like, it was always, my dad was always laughing. It was always the memories and so now I'm like, dang, man, what are my kids going to remember?
Are the 2 houses going to be, yeah.
Like, oh, thanks, Dad. I don't even know how to be a landlord.
Yeah.
Like, so it's a tough balance because in my head, I'm thinking, I'm following the script. This is what people say to do.
100%.
Cash flow covers your bills, and then have rental properties, but then I'm like, dude, but what am I missing out on by doing that? And so the balance is always Disneyland and family trips, bro.
It has to be,
So what keeps you going? It's hard. It's hard to answer that. What keeps me going is I want to be a better man than I was yesterday. I want to be a better father, better husband. That's what keeps me going. And so, but this business, it doesn't allow you to. It's like, it's weird. It's like, dang, you feel guilty for taking your foot off the gas.
You have to, that's why, I'm the same way. It's funny because hearing you, it's exactly what goes into my brain, because part of you wants to be the best dad. Part of you wants to be there for the family. But then there's the other side, the competitive side, that wants to be the best. And then you're surrounded by people that make X, Y amount. You're like, I want that, or I can do that. And it's like, so that's why I feel like balance is, it's key. But now it's how do you get it? Or that's why I feel like having these moments, those reality where it's like, it keeps you humble. It grounds you to realize. I think that's why, like, I mean, for me, that's why, like, going to church, all those things help me realize 100%. Like what is really important. You know, because like, even for me, you know, like I told you, you know, my son, you know, this weekend, you know, having that scare where I had to take him to the hospital, man, like that thing opened my eyes where it's like, it gives you that reality check, like what really matters. Like, don't get me wrong, we still have to provide. We still have to, you know, give the best. But then it's like, if you really think about it, our kids don't need much. They just need ourselves. They need a roof overhead. And so that's why it's kind of like, it's a big thing where it's like, I think that's why it's like comes down, at least for me, where it's like I have a schedule and it's okay, I'm going to dedicate this amount of time for this amount of time for the family. Because it has to be a balance. 100%. And that's the biggest, hardest thing. Because even for me now, because you haven't mentioned it, but one of the most important thing is also your health, right? That's something that a lot of people in our industry, they don't think about that. They might think about the money, they might think about their family, but what about them? And then that's at least what happened to me. I never cared about myself, but then what happened a couple of years later, I'm almost done. You know, so that's why it's like, that's why it's like, it gets so crazy because like, wait, what do you mean? I have to take care of my kids, and then I got to also go to the gym, and I got to do this, I got to do that. It gets pretty intense.
So mind, body, spirit, soul, right? So I mean, that's kind of where you have to be. But health is wealth. And my dad knows that now because he's like, dude, I got a second chance at life. I mean, you did too. Bro, I almost died too. That's what I'm saying. 2015.
Those are the reality checks. Bro, it's like, man, what am I doing?
But by the grace of God, we're still here. Right. So, but yeah.
And I think it's important for people to hear that because, I mean, not many people say this, right? We can be talking about, you know, how to cold call, how to do the scripts, how to do this, how to do that. We teach people how to make money. At least for me, I'm always letting people know, like, yeah, it's great, but let's have a balance, right?
100%.
With your spouse, with your kids. And I feel like a lot of people don't talk about that in this field. It's all about be the best, make money. And it's like, I want to be around people that tell me both, you know?
Yeah. So I had a mentor early on, and he's like, dude, he's like, the way to balance is like, first is God, obviously. We have faith in common, right? So first is God, then it's you. Right? And then because you're full and you get you out the way in the morning, whatever, you go to the gym or whatever, then that overflows onto your family. Because before it's like, first is God, then it's my family. But what happens to you, bro?
That was a hard one for me to, that was a hard one for me to grasp because it doesn't feel right putting yourself in front of others, your family, but it's 100%. And that's what I realized because I was always putting my family, when I was trying to grind and build this business, I didn't care about my body. It was for my family. But then what happened that when I was done, it affected my whole family.
And then imagine like you won't be able to provide for your family because you didn't. So he's always, first is God, then it's you. When you're full and you're whole, then it'll pour out into your family. But what we do as entrepreneurs, it's first is God, then it's family, then it's business, then it's us. But then what happens, bro, is we get burnt out and then family and business struggle.
Yeah, man.
Right? So it's first God, then you, then family, then business. Yeah, that's what he told me, and I was like,
man.
All right, I'm listening. Right? Because like we have to either read our word or like do a devotional or go to a gym or early before even like we have to make that sacrifice though.
Yeah.
Because so that we're full, so that we can fill into our family.
Man, like no one taught us that, right?
That, bro.
They don't teach that in school. That's
Nah,
that much.
nah. I didn't learn that in school.
Right? Yeah, man. So
I didn't even learn how to build my credit, bro.
Right?
I tried to buy my first house. What's credit? What is that?
Man. That's why we need leaders like you, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move this a little bit. So, obviously, your main market is AV. You dominate that area. What makes you feel like, what made you want to dominate, or what makes AV unique? Why did you want to target that market? Is there anything unique about it?
Yeah, I love that question. So, the AV is a weird market. It's so cool because it's like 45 minutes from LA.
Yeah.
45 to an hour. It's like 30 minutes from Santa Clarita, and then you have Palmdale, Lancaster, the AV, right? So, here's the cool things about AV that a lot of people don't know. We're the cheapest as far as affordability. So a lot of people kind of do that drive just so they can afford something bigger, more bang for the buck.
Yeah.
And we have LA County rents. So when in regards of like rental properties, like you could charge a lot, but buy a house for cheaper. So you're still able to cash flow there. That's why a lot of investors go to the AV.
It's crazy because it is LA County, because even for loan limits on the lending side, it goes based off of, counties.
Right.
And luckily houses are cheaper, but we can go up to county limits. Right. Yeah. So
then you have Palmdale, Lancaster. Then you have the rural areas like Little Rock, Lake LA, if you want land, right? Then you have the Quartz Hill that also has land, but it has luxury.
Yeah.
So Palmdale really has a market for anything. You want a gated community, we have low HOAs. Bro, it's honestly a gold mine.
Do you think it's going to grow even more? Because, prices, when I started like 10 years ago in real estate, AV was always one of the easier, because I was in the Valley, but AV was always easier to get deals.
100%.
And, they were way cheaper already. I remember how's it work? And I know almost all markets, but I feel like AV has really shot up. Do you feel like it's still going to go up much more?
I think it has the potential to. I think they have to continue to develop as far as industrial or commercial. Just because right now it's just honestly, truthfully, our market is just a lot of houses. There's not really much things to do for families, right? That's where we're lacking. Yeah. And I would like to see the AV kind of expand more because we have the land. We have the land. Yeah. Right.
You got the people because it's close and
we have the demographics. Yeah. It's such a cool market. Yeah. But I think it has the potential. But I think. Recently, I think we've surpassed 2008 prices because at that time it was super expensive. Yeah. But I think it has the potential to continue to grow. Yeah. Yeah. People are getting priced out here, bro.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
you could afford $1 million out here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No,
and then they go to Palmdale and they're gonna get something for $800,000, $700,000.
Yeah. Next one. 90 agents. It's no joke. Man, when did you guys start Rise AV?
We started 2 years ago.
Damn. In 2 years, 90 agents. How did that happen? That's a lot.
By the grace of God.
Right? What are you guys building? Because I know your guys' culture is unmatched. I don't see much teams. Yeah.
I think what it is there's not a lot of competition in regards of in our team, right? We have a lot of healthy competition, but a lot of us feel like we're family. And I think that was the culture that we tried to bring from the beginning.
Nice, okay.
A lot of people will tell you, but I'm not afraid to say what I believe in. Nice. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus, right? And my team knows that that's the foundation of our team, though. So there is a foundation. Is just be kind, right?
Gotcha.
Be kind. Work hard. Be kind, right? Yeah. But I couldn't have done this honestly. There's two things. Rise AV has the systems, it has the models, it has the trainings, it has the culture, and it has the leaders. And I think those are what people are looking for. I still think that a lot of people don't know what Rise has to offer. We also have the leads. So if you have culture, leads, training, systems, and leaders, it's a recipe for success. Yeah. Right? And that's the reason why a lot of our agents are producing at a high level.
Yeah, and I'll say this because obviously I work with a lot of realtors from different companies, teams, and I see the volume they're pushing compared to the volume you guys are pushing. It's night and day. I have offices that have 300 realtors, and they're producing a fraction or maybe the same as you guys, but we're talking about a much more volume. So that's how you know it's super unique. You know, you guys have,
I'm proud of what we've built. I still feel like we're barely scratching the surface for sure of what's possible. But I'm definitely very proud of what we've built.
Well, yeah, because 2 years, I mean, you guys are technically new, right? If someone, 2 years, I mean, it's just a beginning.
Yeah, and truthfully, a lot of our agents are new, bro, like brand new.
Yeah.
And we take them from being brand new to top producers.
Yeah.
So you got to ask yourself, like, what is it about Rise that has done that for multiple people?
Yeah, that's what's great. Yeah, because you guys, that's true. Because it'd be different if you guys had, secret sauce where you guys are bringing in seasoned agents. Well, they're bringing their clientele, so it's not really you guys. But if you guys are starting them up, learning from you guys, it's
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so most of our agents are brand new.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But now we have some really seasoned agents that have just joined.
Yeah.
And so our production is going to triple next year for sure.
And that's why we need Santa Clarita. Rise, because
it's in the works. It's for sure in the works.
Because I know that for a fact. There's nothing like that over here.
Yeah.
So you guys have.
So we got to buy a warehouse first.
Yeah, no, I heard there's some around here, dude.
Yeah, I heard there's.
Man, and then so what is it? What do you look for in an agent that wants to join your team?
Yeah, that's good. That's a good question. I just look for somebody that's coachable.
Because do you allow anybody?
No.
Okay, great. Okay.
So they have to fit the culture, right? And so all it takes is one bad apple to join, and then it rots it from the inside out.
Sure.
And so there have been agents that aren't coachable, that don't take guidance and they don't take instruction well. And so unfortunately they go and find other places. And we're not for everybody,
of course.
Truthfully.
Yeah.
If we were for everybody, like, we would be in the negatives for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm proud to say, like, everybody that has joined the team has been coachable. They fit the culture. They fit right in. And I think that's just kind of the cool thing about Rise. But what do we look for? We just look for somebody that's hungry, that's coachable, that's no drama, and just wants to be around like a family environment that's going to help them grow.
Yeah, because I'm always seeing you are doing all these events, like almost every week something's going on, dude. Yeah, you don't see that.
I mean, but that's more for the community. It's more for them. It's more for the agents, for the family.
Yeah,
we're
awesome.
really big on like giving back to our agents. Like, for instance, like you see a lot of team leaders or teams that they can't even advertise themselves. All of our teams get their own signs. Like, they put their own signs on the front of the yard. Like, all of the contracts.
I get you, yeah.
All of the contracts are under them. It's not under a team leader. It's all under them.
Because the team leader wants everything to be on there. Okay.
Correct. And we have the highest splits when it comes to teams.
Man, okay.
I mean, I've seen some splits on teams. I'm like, bro, why are you on that team? Like, you're just working for free.
Yeah.
So we have the highest splits when it comes to teams. So.
Man, there you go. You guys heard it.
Come on now.
Man. Now, I want to switch it to the investing. Like, so you're not just a realtor. You're just not a team. You're also an investor, right?
Yeah.
So you also, you're doing rentals, fix and flips. You also wholesale some, or So how do you kind of get everything and structure everything? Because
I got my I started putting my investor hat on when I paired up with an investor, and I just asked him to just show me. So he kind of shows me the numbers, and I'm a numbers guy. So like when you show me, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. That makes money, right?
Yeah, there you go.
So I ended up managing some of his projects, some of his flips.
And once you saw the potential, you're like, oh, okay.
I mean, this is easy. Like, man, I could do this, right?
It is for sure easier than being a real child. Yeah.
So truthfully, that's where my business has gone. It's no longer. I mean, here to there, I still do production,
of course,
but it's more. I wanted to do my own production because it allows more listings for the team. It allows more opportunity. But yeah, I have rentals, that cash flow. I do have...
that cash flow, that's rare. I throw that one in there. Cash flow.
That cash flow.
Yeah.
We're currently working on 2 flips right now.
Nice.
One of our flips is in escrow. So it's been like 2 a month that we're trying to do. I have a great lender,
there you go.
so that could get me some money. But yeah, what I got when I got into investing, truthfully, it's only been like 2 years that I've like learned or done my own stuff.
Okay.
But that's the quickest way to.
And are you liking it? You're gonna continue going?
Oh, man, if I would just if I wasn't so scared in the beginning, bro.
It is scary,
bro.
It is scary, you know. And
you know,
anything.
What if the market turns?
Yeah. What if the market? Something happens with the market? What happens if the contractor does something dirty? What happens if you oversee something on the purchase?
Bro. God forbid a squatter.
Man, so many things can go wrong.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know how to fight. Like, all right, you could just have the house, bro. You know but there's a lot of things that can go wrong. Yeah. But I think
it's worth it.
So I have this motto. It's bet on yourself. So eventually, like 2 years ago, I was like, I'm going to bet on myself. Let me try it. Let me try to do this whole thing. But I started in wholesaling to raise my capital.
Okay.
And then from wholesaling, I raised the capital. Then I got into my first flip. Now we're doing 2 to 3 flips a month.
There you go. So what advice would you give an agent that is obviously just a realtor, but they want to get into the investing, but they're afraid? What would be your advice for that situation?
Man, these are good questions, bro. Did you wrote these down yourself?
Of course, man. I didn't use ChatGPT.
Oh, okay. there was a video I saw on like TikTok or Instagram, and it was like, be small enough, long enough, you'll be big enough soon enough. And what he was trying to say was,
so that means I'm gonna get taller eventually.
Exactly.
Does it work that way?
No.
I've been small for a long time.
If you stand on your money, you'll get taller.
There we go.
But what he meant to say was, in the beginning, when agents start making money, they want to buy the Rolexes, right? They want to buy the right. They want to buy the Mercedes. Yeah. They want to buy because they want to justify the money that they're making. So they can say, "Oh yeah, I'm that dude."
Yeah.
Bro, I made 6 figures. I was in a freaking Honda Civic, bro. It was struggling to go up the hill, bro. And then when I went on my appointment, I would have to park it down the street so they didn't see what I pulled up in, bro.
No way! Oh man.
So I say that to say, and it wasn't until my CPA was like, dude, you need write-offs.
Yeah, you're like, oh, thanks.
All right, I guess I'll buy a car, right? But what he meant to say is like, bro, stack your money.
Makes sense.
Don't have to be flashy until you get the money, and then you invest it in something So my advice to agents that want to get into investing is build a nest egg, build the money, don't spend stupidly like how we do.
And it's because there's a lot of realtors that don't even own a house, and it's like, how are you?
How are you selling a house? You don't even own one, bro.
Yeah, so same concept.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're still renting.
Yeah, but you'll see them on the weekends on the club throwing money, or they have all the branded stuff.
Oh, so. Bro, they have a G-Wagon living with their mom.
Yeah, right.
Come on, bro. That's sideways.
Priorities. There you go.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like, build up your capital first.
Makes sense.
I would partner on the first one, truthfully, because you get to learn. So sacrifice making a slam dunk deal to partner with somebody that knows what they're doing. Yeah. And then your next one you could do yourself. Yeah. Because you build the relationships, you know the ins and outs of flipping, and then it's a less risk for you. Yeah. So that's my advice to
you go. That's
Save your money, partner with somebody. And don't buy a Mercedes if you don't have a house.
So they can reach out to you to partner with you?
Yeah, 100%, bro. Send me your deals. So, anyways, send me your deals.
There you
because,
go.
look, I'm going to tell you another story. Sorry, this is going on a tangent. But there was another agent. If she would have just taken this listing, the house needed a lot of work, bro. So she's like, Arvin, can you come with me on the listing? I'm like, yeah, sure. If she just approached it like a real estate agent, she would have made $3,000. Mm-hmm. After all her splits and whatever. The house was like $250,000. Okay, then she would have to partner 50-50 on with the team leader or whatever. It would have been like $3,000 or $4,000. It wouldn't have been a lot.
Yeah, of course not. Yeah.
You want to know how much she made because she brought me?
20.
30.
Yeah.
So we locked it in under contract, and then she ended up selling it to me. So I closed the deal. And I was like, you know what? For finding this deal,
you gave her like a wholesale fee.
I'll give you $30,000.
Wow!
Just so you can feel what it's like.
A lot of people would think, oh, does that mean that the seller got screwed over? That's what they wanted, right? They didn't want to deal with all that BS,
no,
right?
So a lot of people think of like, oh, wholesaling is like, whatever, right? But no, the way that I do it is I tell the seller, hey, listen,
here's your options.
You have options. If we fix it up, you could probably sell it for like 400,000.
Yeah.
It even says that on my contracts.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you could sell this if you wanted to fix it up yourself.
Yeah.
But if you prefer speed, that's the beauty of working with me.
Yeah.
I could sell it for top dollar, but if you prefer speed, I could buy your house cash.
And that's the thing that I feel like there's a lot of bad rep for investors because they do that. But something I got taught is like, don't put yourself in other people's shoes.
Yeah.
Because what makes sense to you might not make sense to someone else. So for someone, it's like, some people can be like, yeah, I want every single dollar. I have the time. I have this. Other people are like, man, I can't stand that. And I feel like that's why it's a disjustice or to the client if you don't know this side of things, you know, because
100%.
it's not always the same for every single person.
So as realtors, you get to the deals first. So I always tell them, put your investor hat on before you put your realtor hat on. Because if you could solve their issue, right, by giving them a cash offer that they don't even know that you could do that.
Yeah. That's
bro,
crazy.
you're just solving an issue.
So she made 30 instead of 4. How much did you make on that one? 50?
Yeah, I think no, it was like 67,000, something like that.
Nice.
But it was a win-win-win for everybody.
Of course, yeah.
The lady had inherited the house.
That's how beautiful it is. It's a win for the client. It was a win for your realtor and a win for you.
Correct.
You know, but it wasn't easy. I guarantee it wasn't easy.
No, it wasn't easy, but everybody won. The client got the money quick because she needed speed, and she didn't want to put work into the house. And she was dealing with a squatter. And so, I solved that issue. The agent got paid a lot of money. I didn't have to pay her 30,000. I could have gave her 10. But I wanted her to see, like, that's the reason why you bring somebody like me. You partnered with me. Look how much money you just made.
Man.
So you want 30,000 partner?
There you go. That's like next question. But next one was: do you believe being an investor has made you a better agent? And obviously, I feel like we just...
100%. Obviously. You get to the deals first and you give people options, right? Because there's also options where you could do a novation where I partner with you to fix up the house. And I do that sometimes. Man. Bro, I put in $10,000 in this person's kitchen just so we can sell it for more. Sheesh. And did we sell it for more? We sold it for $30,000 more.
Yeah, there you go. Man, you're the man.
No, you're the man.
Can you get me a warehouse?
Yeah, I can get It's in the works, baby. Keep working warehouse.
Go. So you're with Real, right? Real, Rise. What makes Real/Rise the right platform for you?
Yeah, so Real is a broker that's a cloud-based. There's a couple of cloud-based brokerages. I think Real's model is cool because they reward an agent for attracting new agents and bringing agents to the business, right? But they only reward you if you essentially help the other person succeed. Really cool, right?
Okay.
So let's say that I invited you to join our brokerage. I don't get any benefits from inviting you unless I see you succeed.
Okay.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
So it's a win-win-win scenario, and it's the best platform for us because Real Brokerage has a community, has a culture, right? They also have the systems. They also allow you like a retirement plan. We are allowed to own stocks of the company.
Wow. Okay.
And we have what's called revenue share. Some bigger companies will have something called profit share.
Okay.
But with profit share, that means that you're only rewarded once the company is profitable, right? So what happens if the company is not profitable?
Yeah.
With revenue share, and the reason why a lot of brokerages are going that way is because it doesn't matter if the company is profitable. The moment that somebody produces, you participate in a revenue share.
Okay, there you go.
Makes sense?
Yeah.
So in Real Brokerage, I have been fortunate enough to build I think I have 162 agents underneath me.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that aside from the 90 that you have?
Correct.
Or are they included?
Some of those are on my team. Some of them are.
Oh, okay. Because I know like Eric probably has his own.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. So some of them are under me. Some of them are started their own teams in a different market, and they're still under the Real Brokerage chain. That are under me.
Oh, so, man. Okay.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
When Real started, I had. Like, you could buy stocks, right? The stocks were $1, bro.
And what is it now?
I contributed like 20,000 because they take it from nice. They take it from my commission. It's like 5% that I was contributing.
Okay.
So the first year was 20 grand that I contributed. That went to like 100 and something thousand recently.
Really, man. Okay, and that's just aside from that's crazy.
That's just stocks.
Because Real's growing pretty good, right?
Yeah.
They're one of the top ones.
Yeah, so we just passed, I think, 30,000 agents, which is in comparison to a lot of other brokerages, but we've been around since 2016.
Yeah.
But Real, I think, will be here for a long run because they really focus on like the new wave of the way that real estate is happening.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
because I think they do a lot of like AI. Yeah, right? Real,
yeah, bro.
yeah.
AI.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like, they focus on a lot of video marketing. And
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff that Real Brokerage offers that
okay.
a lot of these brick and mortar, like the bigger companies, they're kind of still stuck in their own ways, bro. Their old ways.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm seeing Real, I'm seeing it more and more and more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's definitely a name. It's like a cute mortgage, you know?
Yeah, there you go.
It's
It's
like
kind of the same.
Yeah, it has the same. Has the same feel.
Man, okay. So, kind of wrapping it up already, but so like, what's your long-term vision for like Rise? You know, what's your vision for them?
Yeah, definitely expand to Santa Clarita is the next goal for sure. Expand to other territories. We've already expanded Rise. When I say we, because Rise is a huge community. I think we have like 1,000 agents under Rise, but we're in DC, we're in Nashville, I think in Chicago, opening one up in New York. So Santa Clarita's next.
There you go.
But definitely with our Rise, I want to get it to 200 agents.
Okay.
I want to buy a warehouse.
Okay.
I want to buy a warehouse. No, but I want to get it to like 200 agents. But really, what's the goal? It's just I want to see new agents succeed in this business because I think it's possible. That's always been the goal. It's not the numbers thing. It's really just taking somebody that didn't have anything, wasn't trained properly, getting them trained and equipped, and then having them produce.
So you're pretty much, you're offering a mentorship when people would pay thousands for that.
And, it's free.
Right? Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, we go over... we go over listings, buyers, like we go over every single thing, and they have access to my whole entire listing presentation.
Man, and do you also do training on like on the investing side? Because I know
100%
investing side, very few do it. You know, very few offices. So there's
The beauty of it, like just recently, I think we're closing like 4 or 5 deals off market because now a lot of our agents, like this is monthly, a lot of agents are finding off markets getting paid like crazy. So we're training a lot on investing. You do a lot of that training too on investing too. So it's really cool. It's really cool. It's different. I'm really proud of what we've built, and I'm excited.
200 agents. 200
agents. Come on, baby.
By when? Next year?
December 2026.
There you go.
200 agents.
Got like 14 months or so?
Yeah, you know, that's why I got to buy the warehouse.
Yeah, we got to, dude. People are going to want to join at that point. Man, last one. Hey, this was your last podcast you ever did. What message would you want to leave for your, agents? Your young, leave to the young agents, future team leaders, kind of last message.
I think it's just be careful who you tell your dreams to. Because they may be the reason why you don't accomplish them.
Oof, man.
So if you have a dream, you want to be successful, I think you have to speak that over your life over and over again. Be careful what you're saying to yourself, because a lot of times you guys we don't know how detrimental our words are to ourselves. Like, man, I suck, or I do this, or I'm broke, or I'm this, right?
Yeah.
Because your mind subconsciously is picking that up, and it doesn't know if you're joking or if it's true.
Yeah.
So speak life over yourself, bet on yourself, and be careful who you tell your dreams to, because they may be the reason why you don't accomplish them.
Man, sheesh.
Fire, huh?
There you go.
That's good.
That's a good one, man. Thank you, man.
Yeah.